Hi, this is Rob Hanley for the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, October the 10th for the 399 review. We have three hands for you today. The first one is number 8. Partners open 1-note trump, showing 15 to 17 in a balanced hand. And I find myself with 9 high card points and a really good 6-card diamond suit. The reason I've included this hand is I've noticed that some people in the past have a tendency to want to show their diamonds or to only invite with 2-note trump. This hand is way too strong to do either of those. You're not going to show your diamonds unless you have a weak hand or a slamish hand. And you have neither of those. You're not invitational. Your hand is too strong to invite. Just bid 3-note trump with this hand. Okay, that's a pretty friendly lead. Okay, so counting tricks, partner has 1 spade and 2 hearts, that's 3, and 6 diamonds is 9. So now it's really about over tricks and how not to endanger the contract. So my partner's going to play on clubs in order to establish a club trick. Well, they're driving at the clubs, and that's okay. We were going to get 1 extra trick, which is what they give us. At this point, it's just about collecting the winners and making sure you make a contract. There you go. We're going to take the 10 tricks. All right. So this is a pretty easy hand to play, but as I mentioned, I've seen a lot of people showing those diamonds, but who wants to play in 3 diamonds when you can play in 3-note trump? All right, we're going to pause while we change directions for the second hand. All right, we're back, this time with hand number 18. Oh, eventually partner will bid. There we go. Partner's open a diamond. I have 6 high card points, certainly minimal values. I have 5 spades and 4 diamonds, so I'm going to bid 1 spade. I am not raising diamonds. Partners continued with 1-note trump, so partners promising me a balanced hand, 12 to 14 high card points, and at least 2 or 3 spades. They do not have 4 spades. So I have some choices here. I could pass 1-note trump, I could bid 2 diamonds, or I can bid 2 spades. I'm not going to pass 1-note trump for a couple of reasons. I have a 5-card spade suit, and if partner doesn't have a fit with me, I may not be in a position to score my long spades, despite the fact I have a diamond fit. And if spades are trump, then I will always be able to trump something with the 4 of spades. So whenever I have a 5-card major on this kind of auction, I always correct a 2 of the major. And I'm not going to bid 2 diamonds because spades scores more than diamonds, and I'd rather be in a major suit. So 2 spades it is. And we bought the contract. Okay, that's a pretty unusual lead. And it kind of, well, it's an aggressive lead, given that my partner bid diamonds and also that we have diamonds. But the bottom line is, if it's a singleton, then all these diamonds are on my right, offside, and I have no way to pick them up. If the North Robot on my left has the queen and jack and a bunch of diamonds, then I'll be able to lead towards the 10 and finesse them for the jack later. So I'm going to let that ride around to my ace. And given the diamond lead, I need to get the trump drawn as quickly as possible. So it's a spade towards the dummy, putting up the king. All right, it held the trick. So that means the north robot on my left has the ace, and I don't know who has the jack of spades. So I'm going to play a small spade through the player on my right, and I'm going to tuck in the 9, just hoping that the jack was on my right. No luck today. The ace is also on my left. Okay, they're cashing the ace of hearts. That solves that question. And they're drawing my last spade. And notice the 7 of diamonds on my right. Again, I always like when they discard in suits that I have a nice fit with on the side. So I'm going to discard, or rather follow suit in hearts, and now I have to decide what to play. Now, they've kind of stuck me by playing on my trump. I have no choice on how I play this. I clearly can't lead away from the king jack of clubs, so that leaves me with the heart position. So I have no choice. I'm going to cash the king of diamonds. And the jack dropped on my left. Well, that was kind of lucky. So that means the diamonds have split 4-4-3-2, and all my diamonds are good. So I'm now going to cash them, making sure to end up in my own hand. So I can play a club towards the dummy. All right, there it goes. And the north robot on my left showed up with a lot of honor cards. They had the ace jack of spades. They had the ace of hearts and the queen jack of diamonds. So I don't think it's very likely they've got the ace of clubs. So I'm going to put the jack in. There you go. Nothing I can do about that. Rough. Play another club here. And I'll put the king in. Not that it's going to matter. There you go. The ace takes it. And I'll rough for the last trick. All right, so I actually managed to make 2 spades. And it's a pretty good contract, much better than 2 diamonds because it scores better. All right, it is worth mentioning that as it happens, north-south, I think they can make 3 hearts. So we did well at being 2 spades, and I'm happy about that. All right, we're going to pause while we change directions for the final hand. All right, we're back, this time with hand number 12. Partners open a club. I have 19 high card points, 4 spades, 5 clubs. I'm going to bid a spade because spades score more than clubs. Partners raise to 2 spades, so they have 4 spades, and they have 11 to 14 high card points. Clearly, if they have 11, game will be the limit of how many, what contract we should be in. And if they have 14, I want to be in slam. Possible slams are 6 clubs, 6 spades, and 6 no trump. But I've got a lot of things to do before I can make that determination. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bid a new suit. Well, a new suit for me anyway. I'm going to bid 3 clubs. And from my partner's perspective, this says I'm looking for 4 spades. They think it's a game try. They don't know that I'm looking for slam. With any minimum, they're just going to rebid 3 spades. If they liked my 3 club bid, they're going to bid 4 spades. If they have with the maximum. And if they have a maximum, but they don't like my 3 club bid, they will show me a new feature in a new suit, diamonds or hearts. So they bid 3 diamonds. So they have to have the king of diamonds pretty much to do that. And 14 high card points, 19 and 14 is 33. So I definitely want to be in slam if it's at all possible. And the only problem that I can see at this point is the fact that I have 2 losing hearts in my hand. So at this point, I want to make it clear to partner that I was actually looking for slam by taking a cube bid, and it's going to be 4 diamonds. So this is saying that my partner had the ace of king of diamonds. Clearly they have the king, so I have the ace. And it's really pushing my partner to cube bid 4 hearts. The reason my partner should know that is if I'd had the heart position covered, then I just would have bid 4 no trump. And they're cube bidding hearts for me, so they have the ace or king of hearts. Great news, and now I'm just going to bid 4 no trump. We're playing 14-30, and partner has 2 key cards, and not the queen of spades, which is in my hand. So I had 2, we are missing 1 key card. So it could be the ace of hearts or the ace or king of spades. So a grand slam is off the table, and I have to choose between 6 no trump and 6 spades. So a couple of factors to consider. My partner has the king of diamonds. If they had 3 diamonds to start with, that means I'll get a discard, hopefully of a heart, from my hand on their king of diamonds. Also, partner opened a club, and I have 5 of them to the ace, king, queen. When my partner opens a club, there is an 84% chance that they have at least 4 clubs. And I'm going to assume, for sake of argument, that my club suit is going to run most of the time. Even if partner only has 3, there's a 2/3 chance that partner has, or rather the suit split 3-2 if there's 5 outstanding. So I'm actually pushing myself in favor of 6 no trump rather than 6 spades. If the contract were a little more unclear as to whether or not I was going to make it, if partner didn't necessarily have 14 points to make us have 33 combined, I might be more inclined to go for 6 spades. In this case, I'm going to go for 6 no trump. Diamond lead. Some good news, some bad news. Partner only has 3 clubs, so I need the clubs to split 3-2. Partner has wasted values in diamonds, and they don't have a 3rd diamond. But they do have the ace, king of spades. So it looks like if the clubs run, and I can pick up all the spades, I only have to lose the ace of hearts, and I can just drive that out. So jack of diamonds here, went in with the queen in my hand. Now the spade position here is very common. You have 2 high honors on one side and 1 on the other. And the right way to play this is by playing a small one towards the ace king. In this case, the side with 2 honors. The reason you do that is that it allows you to pick up a 4-1 split if, in this case, South had 4 spades. Now that 9 on my right is rather ominous. It could be a singleton. Now I'm going to play another spade back to my hand, and it was a singleton. Thankfully, because I played the spades properly, I gave myself an extra option to make the contract if the spades split back. I also noticed there that the robot pitched a club. I like when they do that. It's my long suit on the side. So in goes that 10 of spades. I'm going to cash the ace of spades now, and they're all gone. Now I'm going to assume, as I said, that the clubs are all going to run and the ace of diamonds is a winner. So at this point, I'm just going to play a heart and try and get a heart trick. There you go. They still have the ace, and now I'm just going to start running those clubs. That's 2 of them on my right, and there we go. The clubs have split. And they're all winners now. And I'll just give them the last trick with the ace of hearts. All right, so I managed to make 6 no trump. If you did the same, then I'm sure you got a well-deserved top. So interesting hand, a bit complicated on the bidding, but take it slow and remember spades are better than clubs. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.